This video is not going to be long because I have a 6 o'clock engagement and it's already 5:21. So we ain't really got time for no music tonight. We just gonna dive right into it. I am wearing the dress that I was telling you about. This was a dress that I bought in 2015, the first time that I did a keynote speaking engagement for Breakout. It was the first time they had actually paid me. It's very little, but they did pay me. And I bought this dress the night after I got a gun pulled on me by this man on a female stroll. He was getting ready to kill me. And I told him, I said, baby, do you know who I am? I said, they will march for me. And I will gladly die to know that you will be rotting under some jail cell. You know, and I was high boots. I wouldn't advise any girl to do that. I'm not bragging on it. I thank God got us and the ancestors that I'm still alive today. But at that point, I was just like, I don't care, kill me, whatever. Like I just didn't have nothing to lose. Me and my husband was separating. I had quit my job. I was living in a house that was like a slumlord situation. It was just I had changed my whole life for this fantasy as a sex change, and because I care about people who are really oppressed, poor people. Like I'm not the type of person that can easily turn a blind eye. Like if people are choosing to be messed over, because we all have our divine right. If you choose to be messed over, but I don't like to see people who I know really honestly don't know no better getting taken advantage of. So it was hard for me to enjoy this alleged privilege as a sex change, knowing that it was messed up for females. It's been messed up. So why do I want to something that's messed up even for women? Like why? And then if I'm gonna assimilate, why am I gonna assimilate and hide? Because there are so many. We have different stories as sex changes. We're the missing pieces to the puzzle. I'm not saying that every girl needs to be vocal, verbal, stand on the front line. Every girl doesn't need to be willing to do that, but some of us do need to do that. I don't consider myself an advocate because I'm not PC. I'm not going to be politically correct for you. I don't consider myself an activist because I'm not fixing to get out here and be in the middle of all of these fights that really honestly are just about keeping us divided. So I consider myself to be an artivist, a culture bearer, someone who creates culture, someone who creates art, someone who creates a lane for people and beings like myself who are not fitting into this current culture, this current society. So I consider myself an artivist and an advocate because I use my art to create stories, to express myself, to celebrate my being, my existence, and to carve out a lane for beings who have traditionally hidden. We've traditionally just blended in. What I really want to get in on this video and what I really want to express in this video and what really made me do this video is I want to address the difference between being a woke sex change versus being a sleep sex change. Like as a woke sex change, I find that my relationships and my thought process really connects with a lot more females, who not just females, regular females, but females who really like invested in understanding themselves and who identify with the construct of womanhood. So a lot of girls get the sex change so that they could assimilate into the illusion of what it means to be a woman, rather than really understanding and breaking down, what's going on behind the scenes in this construct. I've been thinking about things on a spiritual level. And I'm always like, I try not to live in the physical plane all the time. Like I try to think beyond the flesh. I try to think beyond just what we engage in physically every day, our physical interactions. And a lot of people would really judge me and say, oh, like if we just, aside from being a sex change and aside from living my life, under the construct of womanhood or identifying with the construct of womanhood, a lot of people would say, oh, well, you just a man anyway, and you around here letting these dudes, run up in your booty and letting these dudes hit you in your back, and you know what I'm saying, and you couldn't cut it as a man and all that. People talk like that. People say stuff like that. So this is my thing. This is my thing for them. This is my thing for them. So many men, and this is no shade to all men. I'm not talking about all men, so if you're a hit dog, you'll probably holler. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this about all men, but I'm going to say this. A lot of y'all are spiritual dick riders. You're spiritual dick riders. No, you're a heterosexual man and you love riding dick in the spirit world. Let me tell you how you spiritually riding these dicks. Let me tell you about your spiritual dick riders. So this is how you ride these dicks. You go down your timeline and all you talking about is men. This man did this. This man said that. You one of them repeat after me niggas. You know what I'm saying? Everything a man say, you just go down your timeline. All you see is men, manly men. It's just men up and down your timeline. You all on these niggas jocks. That's all you talk about is men. Then when you talk about a woman, it's to objectify her or to belittle her. Now, see, yes, I might be taking some penis in my back and in my homemade coochie and in my mouth. I might be taking penis in all of these different orifices, but at least I have the courage to take a real dick. You around here sucking on spiritual dicks, fantasizing about this man, but you ain't got the courage to just go on here and get that dick in your mouth, get that dick in your back, get that dick in your booty hole. Just get that dick everywhere, because deep down inside, you want it, because you sit up and you talk about dick all day long. This man, my brother, he said he went, he walked, he followed, he did this. He walked on water, he did all this. A man. So yes. You are a spiritual dick rider. And I see you. I might take dicks, but you ain't finna go down my timeline and see me worshiping men. No. Give men props when they deserve it. Just like I give women props when they deserve it. Just like I give gay people props when they deserve it. Just like I give trans people props when they deserve it. Give everybody props equally. I don't be on one person dick all the time. And the same thing with gay men. You're always eating spiritual pussy. That's what you do. Somewhere in the spirit world. Wanting to be these women, fantasizing about being these women in the spirit world. You might not like coochie in real life, but you eating pussy in the spirit world because you always jocking these females. You always talking about them, always telling their stories. So the gay men around here eating spiritual coochie and the straight men around here sucking spiritual cock. But you have the audacity to judge me because I have the courage to just go and get what I want. At least I have balance. Because my life is not about worshiping men. Go down my timeline. Scroll down my timeline. Go down my Facebook. Look for 10 years. Go and see if you see me on my timeline worshiping man. Oh, he's so fine. And look what they did at the football game. And look what so-and-so said. This man, that man. Yeah, every now and then I give men props, like Dr. Sebi. That's one of my favorite. I love Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi is an amazing man. So every now and then, and I noticed somebody brought this to my attention. My sister brought this to my attention that they killed Dr. Sebi right before the COVID came out because they didn't want him to cure it because they know he would have cured it. He was curing a whole bunch of strong stuff. So we know he would have went on here and knocked that right on out. But they got rid of that man right before. So I acknowledge men who I think are doing powerful things, but my timeline is not comprised of He-Man worship. I'm not just sitting around He-Man worshiping the man. I don't do that. I don't worship the phallus. I don't worship dick. So some of y'all, you ain't maybe never had no penis inside you. No, in real life, in real time, you maybe have never had no penis inside you, but you talk about dick so much, you may as well suck one. You talk about cock so much, you may as well sit on one. It's called cock worship. You ain't got to actually have dick to worship dick. You ain't got to actually suck a dick or sit on a dick to worship a dick. Y'all worship it with your mouth. Worship is with your mouth. Worship and praise is with your mouth. Worship and praise is with your mouth. Y'all be worshiping it with your mouth. That's where worship comes from. You worship with your mouth. And you have been worshiping these cocks. Yes, you have. You've been worshiping these penises and worshiping these cocks. Now, who is this? Bro, just go website and jerk off. Why are y'all so nasty like that? Like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with your life? What's wrong with you? I mean, this is you in the comment section with this nasty stuff. I don't understand it. What's wrong with your life? It's probably a robot. They got a lot of robots out. Then y'all be talking about y'all don't want to have sex with no tranny. Y'all don't want to be with nothing fake. You don't want to be with no fake woman. But y'all probably around here having sex with robots and clones and things. It's 2021, honey. And y'all be cutting up on them sex lines, honey. Y'all be cutting up on them sex lines, baby. So I already know, baby. Let me spam your ass. Remove. Remove. Yes, pornography and explicit material. That's what we're going to say this is as we report it. Yeah, so we're going to remove you. Make sure you can't put this on my own. We're going to report you and spam you. Yes, it's pornography. That's what we're going to say it is. Pornography and explicit use as we remove you from here. Because, baby, I go to Pornhub. Pornhub works just fine for me. I don't like to try new things when it comes to my pornography. Just give me the regular plain, good old-fashioned Pornhub. I put in big black quote if I'm in the mood to see that, and if I'm in the mood to see some pink, something pink, I put in big white quote. Or I put in plump cooch. I wish I had fat lips. My lips ain't fat, though. I mean, my lips all right, but they ain't, I wish they was fat and puffy. Like, I want the fat, puffy lips. But anyway, let me get off of this live. I just wanted to come on here and ramble for a few seconds. Just about how when you woke as a sex change, because see, the sex change is supposed to put you to sleep. This is the examples that we have been shared with the sex change, and most sex changes fall to sleep. You know, most sex changes, they be so happy to fit in a bubble and have this fantasy of what it means to be, you know, the wife and to be married and to have a husband and to blend in with society. But I'm a different kind of sex change. And so, you know, I'm whole. And so I talk about the order, the real order. You know what I'm saying? Like I really, really, really wanted to be a lot more ratchet with this video. I'm happy that I'm growing, but I think it's more fun. Cause like I be having to like it take me longer to say what I want to say when I don't curse. Like if I could just curse and just say what I want to say, it will flow out a lot easier. But I'm really trying to get better with that. Anyway, I got a group that I have to go to in a little bit, so let me get off here. But I just need to ramble. Like you can't judge me for having a little penis every now and then, for sitting on a little penis every now and then, for having a little you know, for having, you know, a little cock inside of me every now and then, because I'm real with mine. Yeah, you know, I live my life as a woman every now and then. Well, I can't say because I live my life as a woman, because not all women like dick, so I'm not gonna try to, you know, run that game. But I like a little penis every now and then, you know, and you know, penis compliments my being. You know, I like a little penis, you know, steady penis. You know, I don't really have that many lesbian encounters. I would love to have more lesbian encounters. So I'm hoping next year to have a lot of lesbian encounters for my 45th birthday. But for right now, I'm having you know, encounters with males, you know, and I like that sexually, but I still don't sit around and worship penis. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of you men who've never taken the dick inside of you, you know, that so you claim, a lot of you men who've never sucked and sat on penises, you may as well, as much as you worship them, as much as you give praise to them, as much as you sit around here and talk about it. And for you gay men, as much as you sit around here and talk about worship women and talk about women and make a living off of women, y'all may as well go here and eat some coochie in real life. Hell, you keep some coochie on your mouth. You keep coochie on your breath. So why not eat some? Period. But you want to sit up in here and talk about me. Child, boom. Anyway, let me light my candle. I'm about to get ready to go. Down the I say cool, keep spinning and turning in Gani, Yanko, Kalukalo, which means I'm a child of God, goddess. And if I am, you know you are. This candle represents past, present, and future. And as it grows on the physical plane, well, as we blow it out on the physical plane, it grows with strength on the spiritual plane. Amen, a woman. And that's my bit.